Same thing, so you should feel that stretch at the side now.
Welcome back, and hi if you're new here. Let's begin.
Okay, so we're back for another stretch of the week. This week I'm going to be going through some more beginner stretches that are inspired, funnily enough, by my new addition to my life. Snow, my kitten, who is the Unfiltered Hours mascot. He's just woken up. So these are a few easy, accessible stretches for beginners, but they're also good if you're not a beginner. They're just nice stretches, easy, achievable, accessible, which is what we like. So as always, make sure you're warm before we begin. Let's go. Okay, first stretch, you're going to be on your knees. Think about growing up. You're going to take the weight forward, hinging at the hips. With a lot of stretches, you want to think about that tilt, that hinge at the hips. Because if you think about that, you focus on that, then you can think about keeping the back straight. So with stretching, try avoid doing this too much. Think about taking the shoulders down. Think about wearing a heavy backpack. Think about growing up, tilting at the hips to take the weight forward. So as I said, you want to imagine you've got your heavy backpack on, you're about to take it off, so the lats are engaged. You want to think of water running down the spine, so you want to give it a nice base to do that, if that makes sense. So again, tilt at the hips, take it forward, stretch the hands forward. Now you want to imagine someone's pulling the wrists away from the body and then pulling the hips in the opposite direction. Making sure you're breathing. Breathing is important when you're stretching. So taking a deep breath in, breathe out, deepen the stretch, and again, breathe in, breathe out. Nice, breathe in, breathe out. The knees can be out slightly, so it doesn't need to be directly in front of you like this. You can just take them out and then really think about sitting in the hips, pulling those wrists away from the body, pulling those hips away, breathing in, breathe out, and again, breathing in, breathe out. Now taking it to a diagonal, you're going to take one arm bent in and then take it across like so. And imagine someone's pulling the wrists away from the body. Same thing, so you should feel that stretch at the side now. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Again, breathing in, breathing out. And again, imagine that wrist is being pulled in the opposite direction. And again, breathing in, breathing out. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Changing sides. So now think about the wrist is pulling, taking you across, bend that in, and then take that over again. Really think about that arm. Think about pushing into the shoulder as well. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathe out. Nice. Think about that wrist pulling away. And again, breathing in and out. Think of that side stretch. And take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Take it to all fours. You're going to think about curving that spine and then arching the spine. Nice. Really think about the lats being down in this position as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Really think about that arch. Really think about the shoulders being down as well. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, breathing in. Curve. Think about the hands pushing into the ground to really send that curve up. And again, breathe out. And then really push. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. Last few seconds here, and again, breathe in. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now you're going to send that leg out and back. So really think about the foot being straight, pointed. So you can point it or you can take it down like this on the ball of the toe. But pointing is great, and getting into the habit of pointing is great, especially if you're someone who wants to work on like leg flexibility, hamstring flexibility, quads, calves, splits, stuff like that. You can take the weight forward. So there's an alternative stretch that we do, which is where the foot is at an angle. So usually we do this with it turned out, but the beginner version is to just take that knee straight and in front of you, like so. And then think about pulling that leg straight, the knee being straight and stretching. We think about that leg. So the goal here is to imagine that someone's got your ankle and they're pulling it away like this so that you're really feeling that two-way stretch. You can take the hands forward slightly. Nice, breathing in, breathing out, and again breathing in, breathing out. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Changing legs, same thing. And then think about that pulling away. Nice. Really think about your posture in this. So again, try not doing this with the shoulders. Try to think about pushing up, sending that leg away, breathing into the body. Breathe out, deepen that stretch. So deepening the stretch is imagining that that leg's pulling away from you. Nice. Make sure the hips are square as well. So when I say square, the hips are like this, not this, not this. You know, try to keep them directly in front of each other. Nice. Breathing in. Breathe out. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. Again, breathing in. Breathe out. Shoulders down. Think about growing up if you can. Really think about that. The chest being up, the back being straight. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Into the hips, deepen that stretch. Leg pulling away from you. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out. If you feel more comfortable, you can also stretch with your weight on your elbows in that position. But do what feels right for your body. Nice. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. And relax. So those are just a few easy, accessible, achievable stretches to try if you're a beginner or if you want to stretch but you just need a gentle, easy stretch and you're pretty confident with stretching. Those are some ones for you to think about. I need to figure out how to film with a kitten in the room. It's near enough impossible. Thank you for your patience. Let me know if this works or if it's distracting so I can find somewhere to put him. But even in my bedroom, he's just runs riot. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.